Hey guys, welcome to Gemma's Weird and Wacky Wednesdays. I'd like to start off by saying I'm really excited to be a part of this collaboration and I hope you guys enjoy. So this week we have been given a Glee challenge of Glee Facts. So let's get started. Okay, right, so the first question is, who's your favourite character? I have three favourite characters. My first one is Blaine Anderson because he's talented, he treats Kurt right, he's so beautiful. I just love him. And yeah, I mean, I kind of don't understand how you can't love him. Yeah. My second of my favourite characters is Kurt Hummel. And the reason behind that is because at the beginning of Glee, I kind of could relate to him on a personal level. He just inspired me to become a better person overall. And in a way, I kind of thank him for that, even though he's fictional. My third of my favourite characters is Artie Abrams, and I think that's because no matter who you are in the fandom, you can relate to him on some level. Because there's such a long list of things which you could discuss with Artie, and you always find that personality trait which you have too. So the second question is, what is your favourite episode? My favourite episode, I have four. Okay, number one is Original Song, because Clay finally get together and that's just a beautiful moment for everybody. My second episode on my favourite episodes list is Love, Love, Love. It is basically because it has a Clay proposal in it. They get back together after an unnecessary breakup. Plus it's Beatles songs, and who doesn't like Beatles? I mean, Blaine said it best, pretty much the entire world loves the Beatles. My third on the list is New York, because everybody's finally in New York, and that's what Glee's been leading up to. Since it came out in the UK, I've probably watched it like 20-25 times, maybe even more than that. I kind of have an addiction to it, it's a serious problem. My final one on the list of favourite episodes is Old Dogs New Tricks. As his first episode of Glee, I thought Chris did a fantastic job of writing it. Plus, I love the storyline. It's to do with Kurt. It's him helping himself, like trying to get himself on track, having his own thing. Like, I think that's pretty awesome. The next question is favourite scene. My favourite scene out of the whole of Glee is the claim proposal. The speech made me cry. And I don't think I ever felt so happy that a couple got engaged. I know that sounds really bad, but I don't think I could be that happy. I still get really happy thinking about it. Okay, so next question is, what is your favourite line that a character has said? I would have to say that my favourite line ever is, "Prejudice is just ignorance, Kurt," which was from Never Been Kissed. And that really got to me because this was at the peak of the time in which I was being bullied, and I guess it kind of just sort of made me feel like everything was going to be okay. Okay, the next question is, who is your favourite actor? Now, I've got two. I know this is cheating, but my favourite actors are Chris Colfer and Darren Criss. Chris Colfer because Struck by Lightning was brilliant, and Hot in Cleveland was brilliant, and he portrays so many emotions and so many of the scenes, so many opinions, all of it, all of the character of Kurt. He just does it so brilliantly, and I admire him for that in a way. For Darren Criss, I guess he's my favourite because I actually liked him before he was on Glee, all the way back in Starkid, and he's just grown as an actor ever since, and it's been great to see him grow, and he's just become even better as time's gone on. Okay, and with favourite actor is obviously become favourite actress. My favourite actress is Diana Agron, who plays Quinn Fabray. And I think I like her so much is because, well, she was brilliant in I Am Number 4, and also I don't think that anybody else could have played Quinn the way she did, and still is. And she just knows her character, so that's why I love Diana so much. Okay, so the next question is, who is the best looking male? Now I'm going to cheat again, because I have two. Darren Criss, and that's because, have you seen that man? I mean, he's gorgeous. Like, whether he's got a beard or if he's shaven, gelled hair, curled hair, whatever he's wearing in general, he's just attractive. I don't know one person who doesn't find Darren Criss at least a little bit attractive. And the second one is Chris Colfer, because he looks like an angel, and if you met him, like I did a Blue Water signing back in 2013, you will know how much of an angel he actually looks like. He looks even more beautiful than in photos, people. But he is just possibly one of the most attractive people I've ever met and probably ever will meet. Who's the best looking female? Now, this is probably an unpopular opinion actually, but I think Jenna Ushkowitz. I just went with the first person which I thought of when I was thinking best looking female. And Jenna just came to mind. So, I mean, they're all pretty beautiful, but it's just sort of, I don't know, Jenna. Okay, so the next question is, who has the best hair? For female, I'm going to have to say Leah, because it's so thick and long, and I want hair like that. And for male, I am going to say Chris Colfer. It's just always perfectly styled with his quiff, or if he's wearing a hat with his fringe just sort of like side to the side. Who has the best eyes? For female, I'm going to go with Diana, because I love her eye colour so much. I'm kind of jealous actually, I want her eye colour. And for male, I'm going to go for Chris Colfer again. There's so many shades of blue and green in his eyes. Who is the funniest character? I'm going to have to say the funniest character is Sue Sylvester, because of her insults and so many improbable different things which she says. And I think Jane Lynch was the perfect person for the role as well. Next question is, what is your favourite song? I have 4, which number 1 is Teenage Dream by the Warblers, so season 2 one. I've actually listened to it 2,862 times, which is pretty insane, but it did come out all the way back in 2011. My second out of the favourite songs has to be Perfect, which is the Klein duet. And I love that so much because it was so simple, but it was also so lovely. And when Blaine starts rapping, I laugh every time. Number 3 out of my favourites is Rockstar, which is sung by Curtin Elliott. And I love that one so much because I'm a huge fan of Adam Lambert. And I'm also a huge fan of A Great Big World. And putting those two together and then adding Chris Colfer into the mix, obviously I'm going to be having a good time. I want more than anything to have more duets like that in the future, if possible. And last of all, in my favourite songs list, is American Boy. Another Klein duet, I know. It just felt so natural. I guess they're just natural duet partners, and that's why I love Klein so much. What song do I think Glee should cover? I think Glee should have covered by now Little Things by One Direction, and I'm kind of surprised they haven't. I think it should be a Klein duet, because in my opinion it kind of sums up their relationship. Like, they love each other so much, and I guess that's just why I want Glee to cover it so much. Okay, so my next question is, who is the best dancer? And without a doubt, I think that is Havisham Jr., who plays Mike Chang. Always saw as Mike as the big dancer in the group, but I always notice his dancing even from season 1. Who is the worst dancer? And I'm going to have to go with Corey Monteith, who plays Finn Hudson. And I just think that because, I mean, they made a joke about it. It was one of those cases where it's funny because it's true, and it's a great memory as well. Yeah. Okay, so my next question is, who is your least favourite character? I actually think long and hard about this one, until I remember that Sugar Motta exists. And I love Vanessa Lenges to pieces, but I don't like Sugar because she's so incredibly annoying. And which character do I think should have stayed? And my answer to that is, very simply, Elliot Gilbert. He's just such a calm character, and Adam's a great singer, and a good actor, and I don't understand why he only had 5 episodes, apart from the fact that Adam Lambert is so very busy. So if Adam wants to come back, then I certainly will not object to that in the slightest. The next question is, who is your least favourite OTP? My answer is Wemmer, because their storyline began wearing thin in season 3, in my opinion. What is your favourite OTP? Now, if you haven't worked out already, my favourite OTP is Klain, because they're just so meant to be together and they're soulmates, and that's why I love them together. Okay, so next question is, what is your least favourite episode? My least favourite episode is Previously Unaired Christmas. I was expecting cheery fun, instead we got Tied Up Kurt, them being robbed, and yeah, New York side was just ridiculous and insane. I mean, I loved them as elves. The second that Sexy Santa came in, I was like, there's something wrong with that man. We're going to find out what it is, I'm not going to like it, and it turned out I was right. Okay, the next question is, what's your favourite Glee meme? Now, after opening night happened, or will happen tomorrow night on Sky 1 at 9 PM, yeah, that's right, UK Gleeks, we have Glee, there was a very famous line, who wrote this? Tina, as expressed in this GIF, right here. And that has become my favourite meme because it applies to so many things, such as spoilers, rumours, some of the stuff which Ryan Murphy writes, or Brad, or Ian. Okay, so the next question is, what Glee merchandise do you have? Well, I have begun packing for university, so I actually don't have any of my Glee stuff available to show you guys. So I'm just going to have to list them. I have a Season 1 Glee poster, Glee Seasons 1 to 4 on DVD and Blu-ray, 2 sing-along Wii games, the Glee Karaoke, a t-shirt, which doesn't fit me anymore. I have Glee Seen It. What else do I have? I have 362 songs downloaded digitally. The Glee 3D movie. I have a Dalton uniform on order for G5. So I'll have that as well as of December. Who has the best voice? Well, I'm going to go Dan Chris, because the tour he did, the songs he does on Glee anyway, very Potter musical, etc, etc. And he just sings so much and he sounds so good doing it, so he should just keep singing. That's Chris Colfer, because that man has an angelic voice. He looks like an angel, sings like an angel, and his higher register I'm in love with, his lower register I'm in love with. He has such good range. And if we're allowed to count guest stars, I'm going to say Adam Lambert as well as Elliot Gilbert, because he slayed Marry the Night so much. Who has the best arms? Now, until recently this wouldn't have actually been my answer, but Chris Colfer went through, I don't even know what he went through, it couldn't have been puberty. He just went through this thing where he suddenly got extremely hot as opposed to just quite hot and also a little bit adorable. I'm going to have to say the best arms is Chris Colfer. The next question is, who has the best body? I'm going to say Leah Michelle, because, yeah, okay, she's short, but since when is short a bad thing? I mean, she's not short, she's fun size. But with that, she also is slim, and I'd love to have her figure so much. Who has the best legs? And I'm going to go with Chris Colfer, because every single time there is a shot in which I could be like, oh, his legs are better than mine, which is quite a fair few shots in Glee actually. I just sort of realise how amazing his legs are. Okay, so the next question is, what is your favourite Glee picture? It's actually from the premiere of the Glee 3D concert movie. The Chris and Darren picture together. I think it's really cute, and that's why I like it. Okay, so the penultimate question is, who is your favourite Glee account? As I use Instagram as personal, I don't follow anyone which does Glee Instagrams on there. But on Twitter, my favourite Glee account has to be Gleekius, which is Nihao, who is also my best friend. And tomorrow we will have been speaking for 2 years. She does updates, she fangirls as well, it isn't just an update account, and she's a really nice person. So the last question is, why did I join the Glee fandom? I'm dreading answering this question, but I shall tell my story anyway. Basically, at the time which Glee was being aired, I was being severely bullied. It was out of a year of 88 students, 89 if you're going to include me. 80 people were bullying me. And it wasn't even just my year, to be fair. And Glee aired at just the right time, I guess. Like, it was there. And it was giving me all these things about being who you are and inspiring me to keep going on, and no matter what happens, it will get better. And I guess in a way that's why I ended up being in the Glee fandom, because it basically was telling me to carry on. In the end, it worked out for better because I'm here, I'm making this video, I'm in the Glee fandom, in many riots, I have opinions about things, and I guess I kind of owe that all to Glee. Especially Kurt, because he was the one being really severely bullied in the first few episodes, and that is why I could relate to him on a personal level. Life's so much better for me now, and it will get better. Yeah, that's why I joined the Glee fandom. Okay, so that's all from me this week for Gemma's Weird and Wacky Wednesdays. Tune in to all the other collaborators, subscribe below, and like the video if you enjoyed it. And next week we are doing a Starkid video between us, so tune in for that as well. So tune in for the rest of this week and for next week. Until then guys, bye!